Hi, I'm Paul with Ratchet, and this is the RiverSmith River Quiver Rooftop Fly Rod Carrier. Here we have the 4-banger, which can accommodate 4 fly rods with their reels. I'll go over some of the key features on this design, and then we'll take it and put it onto a vehicle and show you some more details. So for starters, this carrier is 10 foot 4 inches in overall length. It is constructed of extruded aluminum, and you do have 4 independent tubes. Each tube is lined to make it easier to load and remove your rods from the chambers. It has a plate aluminum coupling with stainless steel fasteners, and those fasteners go completely through in the center section for added strength and support and reliability. And then we do have a reel box, which we'll show you in detail in a moment. Now, there are some specifications for positioning of the mounting hardware to the roof rack of your vehicle. We'll also discuss that briefly. But we did want to point out there are some required tools for the assembly. And in order to mount the upper portion of the roof rack bracket to the actual unit, you do need a 10 millimeter socket, and you do need an extension so that you can get into the deep portion of that portion of the hardware. And then we also have a adapter and then our ratchet. So with this combination, that's going to give you the easiest method of fastening the upper portion of your crossbar hardware to the underside of the carrier. And in addition to that, for the various hex fasteners, you'll need a 4 millimeter hex wrench. Okay, so next let's go ahead and take this outside, mount it onto the vehicle, and we'll go over some other details. So we now have the RiverSmith River Quiver mounted to this vehicle, which is equipped with a factory installed roof rack crossbar system. The mounting hardware included with the River Quiver can attach to a wide range of different crossbar shapes and sizes. So early in the instructions, there are some outlines in order to get the best orientation of the full length of the River Quiver over the roofline without interfering with the opening of your rear hatch. And to do that, it's necessary to take a measurement from the position of your front load bar all the way back to where you'll have your first point of contact with the rear hatch. And that measurement is 65 inches. So with that measurement, we found on this particular vehicle that you can have the front mounting hardware positioned on the what's considered the reel housing tube, as you see here. And what you've got is no interference with the fully open rear hatch, yet it's not any far forward than it needs to be. Now, if you have a different configuration with your roof rack and the front crossbar is further forward, it may be necessary for you to assemble the carrier in a different method with the mounting hardware in front of the coupling. Okay. Now, in addition to that, although we did mention that all that's necessary to fasten the hardware to the crossbar is a 4 millimeter hex, if you have access to or consider acquiring a ratchet version, that will greatly speed the installation and removal of the mounting hardware, as it does use a nut that has the nylock insert, which is great for minimizing the chance for it loosening on its own, but also means that it requires a tool from the very beginning of tightening all the way to fully tightened. Okay, let's close this rear hatch. And now let's take a look at the reel housing here. And so currently it is locked. Okay, and with it locked, the key button will not allow opening of the housing. So let's go ahead and use the key that's included and give it a half turn. Now it can press in. Now this housing opens to the side, and there's also a catch which you overcome a slight bit of resistance and that helps to keep the lid opened, and so it's less likely to blow shut on you. Now, we discussed earlier that you have lined individual chambers for each rod, and you also have separators. The hinge is stainless steel to provide long life. Now we can go ahead and lock it. The other feature to point out while we have it open is the tongue and groove style of the outer perimeter of the closure, and that helps to seal out dust and moisture, and also is an additional theft deterrent, making it more difficult to pry open the housing. And lastly, we chose to mount this carrier off to the side, leaving additional room on the opposite side for other gear if need be. Keep in mind the weight of this particular carrier is 44 pounds, so that weight would be subtracted from the roof rack carrying capacity, and whatever's left over you can carry on the opposite side. Okay, so let's continue on inside. Okay, so this has been the RiverSmith River Quiver rooftop fly rod carrier. This product and other RiverSmith products are available through your area Ratchet retail store. To find the store nearest to you, just check out the link in the description. We do have stores all across North America. And if you have any questions or comments on this particular product, feel free to leave those in the comments section below. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have over 2,000 rack-related videos, and we upload new videos weekly. That's all for this one, and thanks for watching.